We can tell you all day long about our great service, our reliability, and our top quality products. But until you actually work with us, we know these are the same words you hear every day from every vendor. My name is Laura Like. We are ICC International, and this is our way of showing you the things we do to earn your business, not just once, but every time you need us.
ICC can be found in Maryville, Tennessee, at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains, and we are ideally located to be easily accessible to both our domestic and our international customers. We are only 8 minutes from the Knoxville Airport and at the crossroads of Interstates 40 and 75. Founded in 1983, we operate out of 15,000 square feet on 7 acres in the Blount County Industrial Park. We are fortunate to work in an area that is home to a very skilled workforce. Most of our machinists have been with us from 6 to 17 years and are expert commutator and slip ring builders. The ICC of today is a company of dedicated people who have learned to understand the business and the things that are important to our customers. As a result, we have seen unprecedented growth since 2003 and are a healthy, established company. Our staff has benefited from this success as a result of our unique gain-sharing program. In fact, in recent years, every employee has been paid more than 22% of their salaries and bonuses. The day starts early at ICC, with most day shift employees at work by 5 a.m. Production staff meet at 7 a.m. to review the day's objectives and identify any foreseeable issues. Everyone's day begins in earnest with a morning production meeting at 8:30. Representatives from sales, shipping, purchasing, engineering, and production departments meet to discuss the status of every job in-house and to make any adjustments needed to meet the customer's changing requirements. Though jobs arrive throughout the day, morning deliveries are tackled early. Most projects at ICC are rebuild, so there is a constant influx of existing commutators and slip rings for inspection and teardown. Most products are re-engineered, though products are also regularly designed from the ground up and produced for OEMs. Sales is typically already on the go, working up quotations and making phone calls. When teardown measurements are received, Delyn or Charles meets with engineering to identify any unusual components of the unit that arrived.
Every job that comes to ICC, from the minute we take our hands on it at teardown to the minute it goes out from QC, that we are clocking in on. I can take a look and see how long it took us to tear it down. I can take a look to see how long it took to pull the material, to mill, to insert the risers. I know exactly how long it takes to do each process, and I compare that with jobs that I've done maybe exactly like this unit, or some that are similar in size or similar in frame size, and compare the hours and make sure that there isn't anything that looks a little bit strange. Everything is just as it should be and makes sense from where we did it before. And I can take my hours from that, the material from that, and get a good number to give you.
They then detail all of the information we've obtained, confirming technical details and scheduled ship date with our customer. Though this is how a typical day would begin, with one phone call, things can change quickly.
You now need it an expedited service opposed to the straight time service.
Emergency breakdowns change all the rules in this business. Royal Response Service is designed to meet the specific needs of every emergency situation. Sales is responsible for researching the job in question and pulling all departments together to come up with a quick plan. As we grow, we know that remaining flexible is the key to being able to juggle priorities quickly. When we know the date and time when the commutator is supposed to arrive, plans quickly fall into place. The designer makes note of any oddball requirements, purchasing gets their list of outsourced materials and services, production takes all of this information and comes up with a job-specific timeline. Whether it's a Royal Response, Red Alert, or straight-time job, building a commutator at ICC requires the same attention to quality throughout every process. Raw materials are pulled and work begins. The materials we use have all been chosen to provide the best possible end product. For example, Alloy 116 copper has 25 to 30 ounces of silver per metric ton to improve conductivity and heat tolerance. Riser copper is CDA 101 and oxygen-free to protect against breakage in operation. Segment mica has a dielectric strength of 600 volts per mil, far exceeding any possible operational requirements.
Taking a look at our processes and what can we do to improve them, both in terms of making quality improvements and reducing rework internally. Second thing is making improvements to our product based on feedback from our customers, so we kind of get a feel for what it is that we can do to help them out in the field to make a product that lasts longer and better suits their needs.
Initial processes involve sizing copper bars, shearing mica, fabricating risers, and silver brazing them in place. Tolerances are tight, and checks are in place at every stage to ensure consistency. At assembly, bars and mica are stacked by hand and rounded to ensure minimal skew. At this stage, the copper and mica segment pack is compressed, and the tightness obtained through significant tonnage is what we strive to retain through the rest of the processes. A commutator segment pack is much like a spring, and any release of tension will result in bar movement under centrifugal forces in operation. Since it only takes a thou of bar lift to cause arcing, building a tight commutator is one of the most important things we do. Processes change at this point depending on the kind of commutator we're building. V-ring commutators, which are retained on the inside, are dovetailed to match the steel caps. Glass band commutators, which are externally retained with bands, are roughed, banded, and bored for installation to the mica-wrapped hub. V-rings are made by hand, formed, and the segment pack is assembled to the steel. The commutator then goes through a series of closings, which employ a combination of heat, torque, and tonnage. By closing the commutator in multiple cycles at different temperatures, we account for the differential expansion of copper and steel, ensuring that the commutator remains tight in operation. Glass bands are completely different. Once the segment pack is bored, it is heated and the mica-wrapped hub is OD'd. What follows is a very quick process which involves dropping the hub into the segment pack, allowing the segment pack to shrink to the hub. We require at least 1.6 thou per inch of diameter of retained fit. Glass bands are then grooved, banded with glass tape under 700 pounds of pressure, and cured. Once through these stages, processes merge again. Extensions are banded, concentricity is checked, and the jobs are OD'd. Solid riser commutators are slotted and ready for QC. All units are thoroughly checked at QC for measurements and aesthetics, and then painted. Commutators are high-pot tested bar to bar and bar to ground immediately prior to boxing. All products are double-checked by a sales representative before they leave ICC. Once the shipping method has been confirmed with the customer, the unit is crated for safe shipment and sent on its way. Gain sharing is a key part of the culture at ICC. Our entire staff on 3 shifts is involved in our weekly Wednesday meetings, which outline our performance for the past and current weeks. Employees discuss shipments for the week, material costs, and labor costs both to date and projected to decide what can be done to improve performance for the week and looking forward. Rework incidents are highlighted, and lessons learned are also discussed. The weekly meeting also provides a good opportunity for other issues and suggestions for improvements to be made. The program at ICC has made teamwork a given and has instilled a strong sense of ownership in the company's objectives in all employees. Every one of us cares about our customers' jobs, and this is shown by the commitment we see every day. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to show you what we do. We hope to be able to work with you in person in the near future, and if we can do anything to help, you have only to ask. We are ICC International, and we understand that your business depends on the partners you choose.
Charles Lamson.
Melanie Duncan.
Tim Nash.
My name's Sean Like.
Tom Beltracci.
Rebecca Dodson.
Dylan Lawson.
Laura Like.
Hi, I'm Mike Kessner.
Keith Morris.
Dwayne Marsh.
My name's Danny McMillan.
My name's Josiah.
Tony Kendrick.
Ernie Farmer.
My name's Billy Gladden.
Dennis Amontasco.
Larry Cardwell.
Martin Davis.
Rick McCoy.
Don Sweeney.
Cheryl Barker.
Kerry Barhay.
Johnny Hackworth.
Jay Bush.
Ed Bruce.